DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope that you are all well. And today is Monday. And well, today, being Monday, is usually a tag day. And today will be no exception. Just finished doing Dave Nichol. That's not true. I'm going to start doing Dave Nicholson's. I just finished doing Jasmine's tag. And now I'm going to move on to Dave Nicholson's last Saturday 7-question tag. And looking quickly, I see that the questions are actually going to be quite complicated, I think. So maybe I should just jump into it. Can you describe your life in a 6-word sentence? My life. Let me see. Happy to be me and with family. I don't know. That's six words. I think it's pretty difficult to use just 6 words, and probably if I thought about it more I could, but that is pretty much it, I think. Yes, I would add the spiritual component to it, but then I probably need to add a few more words or to be more concise in my description. But yeah, that's about it. And frankly, who cares if you can use just 6 words? But that's it. That was the question. Yes. Question 2. If we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to make a mistake? Well, first thing, that's very often in these tags, and that's no reflection on. I guess Dave gets them in some type of database or something like that. But the questions are made to seem complicated sometimes, and sometimes they are. But usually when you make a mistake, you don't know it's a mistake. So why are we afraid to make a mistake? Well, first off, many times you're doing something, and yes, you might be taking a risk, but you're not always realizing that it's going to be a mistake. So why are you afraid to do it? You don't know that you should be afraid to do it because usually you do not know that it's a mistake. The other thing is, usually if we learn from our mistakes, well, when you're being an apprentice and you're learning a trade or anything, you know that you have to get better. And to get better means that you were at one time worse. So does that mean that you were doing mistakes? Maybe it does. But actually learning from mistakes doesn't have to be a negative thing. It means that you are learning to learn. You are just desiring to learn. And to do that, very often you will make mistakes. Now, very often when we do look at these things, we're thinking of the emotional side of life, and sometimes it's quite a bit that are the same. So both of those explanations that I brought, as far as I'm concerned, are valid. Are they the only ones? No, probably not. But they're the ones that I'll put into the tag for today. Question 3. What impact do you want to leave on the world? I'm not going to leave any impact on the world, but I do hope to leave a kind of an impact on my family, and that is one of a godly husband, parent, grandparent. If I do that, it will be an impact on my world and those around me, and that's probably more than I could want, or more than I could expect, because as far as I'm concerned, my impact on the world will be negligible, but my impact on my surroundings, meaning my family, can be important. Yeah. So that's question 3. Question 4. What is the most defining moment of your life thus far? Oh, deciding probably to stay in Europe, because it basically defined the moment, the way I'm standing here, where I'm standing, everything that I've said before about family and everything. None of that would have been as it is now if we had not made that decision. So yeah, I mean, I would not have the family that I have. I would not have the grandkids I have, and we would not have had the house. I would not have had the job at the time that permitted us to have these things. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Okay, that was question 4. Question 5. In the haste of your daily life, what are you not seeing? Well, let me see now. One of the advantages of being retired is that you're going at a slower pace, which means that you're always busy, because since you're going at a slower pace, you're taking more time, and you get the impression that you're always busy and things. There's always something to do. But so in the haste, what am I not seeing? Let me see. What I'm not seeing is, at times, I'm not seeing the stress anymore that I used to have in the workplace. And I am not seeing, maybe, I'm not seeing in the haste, because you see, they say it in the haste of your daily life. I create the haste of my daily life in a way. So it might be, if you go back to when I was like in a working situation, it might have been to see certain little joys in life. Now, happily, I was going to say, when you're in a retired situation, you can take the time to see those things. But if I take in my daily life, with the haste that I have as a retired person, I guess that what I don't see, what I'm not seeing right now, is the stress of a work environment. Now, let me qualify that. I'm seeing other stress. It'll be, as everybody who's probably going to be watching this, I'll have different financial stresses, which I did not quite have as much when I was in a working environment. We'll definitely have more financial stress. Question 6. If life is so short, why do we do so many things we don't like, and like so many things we don't do? That's the same question about as the mistakes before, the question 2. First off, we don't know that life is short. We don't have no idea if life is long or short. We have no idea about the time of our life. We just live it. And the things that we don't like are very often needed things. Who likes to fill out an income tax form? And so on. I'm just giving that as an example, but I mean, the question actually, if anything, is ridiculous, because first off, we don't know the time of our life, and there's things that have to be done in life that you're going to need to do them, that you want to do it or not. Life is short. I don't like to clean my dishes, so I'll buy new dishes. That is a stupid example, but put it into another situation. You live through your life. You can live through your life if you want. If you decided to always make things a pain, you could. But you can also decide that certain things which seem to be a pain are needed to make the whole experience of life good. I guess the whole thing about this question is, if life is so short, We have no idea. You can't say that. And add to that question, would you want to live 200 years? That's been a question before for things like that. I'm going to stop there. Question 7. What lifts your spirits when life gets you down? Hey, this is a bummer, isn't it? When life gets you down. Well, being with my family. Yeah. Having the grandkids say silly things. And, be around you. Go outside. What lifts my spirits? Usually going outside for a walk helps a lot to lift my spirits as well. I'm going to stop here. Yeah, this tag was actually in a way quite complicated because of the convoluted questions, but I think it makes us think, and it's important to make us think. That's why I like doing tags. And thank you, Dave. Thank you very much, and have a great week. DC signing off. Bye bye, everybody.